Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad to hear. I get tickled sometimes making sure I got everything ready, and most of the time I don't, but that's why I sort of have a chuckle sometimes when I come on air. Glad you're with us. Let's take a look at our weather. Brought to us by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning, Drew Pollard and hard-working crew up in Southport. I'm going to be talking fast this morning. We got so much to go over. I need a 2-hour show today. We're going to try to cram it in 30 minutes. So hang in there with me, and let's get started. High today, 86, low 74. Water temperature 81, but you see what's coming up this weekend. We've been talking some cooler weather coming for the weekend. Now try to fish in front of those fronts. That's just rule number one in fishing. Our river reading brought to us by Mountain Dew. On the outdoors with Mountain Dew. Apalachicola, Blunt's at 11.3, and it's got a quick drop. What they've done, they've shut those gates, and it's dropping really fast. So you're going to have some really quick drops there, and especially at the upper end of the big river. The Choctawhatchee Carabelle, it's down to an 8 foot even. It's got a good, slow, steady drop. Both rivers falling out for the weekend. If you like to fish that falling water, it's going to be your weekend to do it. It's going to be beautiful weather. Our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. We're looking at a high tide this morning at 6:07 and a low tide this afternoon at 4:41. Really good tides. Wind direction will be west-northwest at 6. Let's take a quick break and we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Let's add a name to the pickle jar. Cliff Tiller. Don Allen sent your name in, Cliff. Good luck today. And good luck to all of y'all. Let's take, first of all, Friday Night Lights tonight. We'll be up there in Liberty County. They're having a homecoming game. My nephew and daughter and that crew, they're having, she's on the homecoming course. So we headed up there to watch the Liberty County and North Bay Haven game tonight. Also, the great game here at Mosley and Rickards for a big district matchup. All throughout the Panhandle, some great football games. Get a chance, run out there and check it out. I want to, got a few pictures and all. Let's get started on mystery tackle box. It was sent. Minnie Johnson sent this email to me. Attached is a picture of the mystery tackle box Rodney Johnson recently won. He is proud of his new tools. We watch your show every day and enjoy every minute. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Minnie. And check this out. This is what the Johnson family, they had to fish with. Now, that is a good mystery tackle box. That is cool. Thanks for sending that in. Gary Kent sent us into the We All News. Anyone missing this? It was floating down between Iola and Gasking Landing. I pulled it up in the Florida River today. And I'm thinking, what is he talking about? Folks, this is what was floating down the river. I got a kick out of this now. First one was about Carl Andrews. I hope this is not yours. I think you're a little bit below there, but this is what happened. I didn't know that. I thought it better well attached than that. But anyway, if you're missing something missing your little boathouse and all off the big river, give them a call. Okay. Walter said this is Mason. This past weekend, they had a ball game. They went hunting that next morning, and you can see it's beautiful up there. And Mason's all alert and the sunrise and everything. And Walter's sort of behind them because he's going to shoot some video. And what happens a little bit later, he falls asleep. I got a kick out of it, not just because it's Mason, but so many teenage boys, when you're out there and you play a ball game or something, most of them just go full speed all week long. And I think a teenage boy can fall asleep anywhere at any time, just fall asleep. I've seen it happen before. We were like that, just go full speed and just boom, stop. And I got a kick out of that, but at least he was in a good place and all. Okay, now, let's get ready to, we're going to do our fishing trip. Check this out. We're going to talk more about it next week, but we're going to go on the Family Pride, October 30th. There's a phone number. It's going to be Panhandle Outdoors. A lot of viewers are going, 819-4610. Give them a call. $200 from 2 o'clock to midnight, folks. That is a really good price for a 10-hour fishing trip. And we'll be on the Family Pride, 819-4610. A lot of y'all have talked to me about going, so Tom Martin's is setting that up, so we're going to get started on that. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Got a video coming up, the Wild Beast Feast this past Tuesday night was awesome. And Tommy Lumley, Pastor Steve Kyle, great job by your church. I was going to do a 5-minute video, folks. It ended up 14-minute video. We had a wonderful time. We're going to go to video real quick and come back and do our drawing. So Jeff, let's roll it. Highland Park Baptist Wild Beast Feast. They are gathering. Somebody waving for me.
I love it.
Now, tell me when I walk.
Hey, Ron Hahn always is on there, always trying to win all the dang free stuff.
He wins a lot.
No, come on. No, you just always.
Y'all are loyal viewers, right?
Yes, we're loyal. We're loyal, and I'm family. So
Okay, family.
Thank you.
You can't beat that. Dan Harris.
Hello, very long.
I know, man. Good to see you again. And who you got with you?
Jason Keefe.
And we've checked some back and
from
forth.
And he's from Indianapolis, and he catch you on YouTube.
Yep, I watch
You watch it on YouTube. That's awesome, man. That's great. When we're going fishing?
Whenever you get ready.
You had a good
Dip, man.
you had a good year, didn't you?
Yeah, I did have
You did have a good year.
It ain't over yet.
When's your next tournament?
November the 6th,
Okay.
White City.
We'll talk about it every time too. That's gonna be a big one there.
Yeah, I fished the last one, got 6th or 7th, something like that.
Okay. Good deal. All right, they're getting ready to set up the cooks. I have been talking to a lot of folks. All right, already getting in line. Folks, you're running all kind of people. And look at here, Frank Peruka, retired Mr. Sturgeon himself. I mean, we had some great times. I appreciate all that.
Hey, good show you got there, Winston.
Well, thank you. Tell us about the sturgeon. What do you think now?
They're coming along slow, Winston. You know, it's a long-lived species, and these guys here, life history doesn't help them. It's slow growing, and it's slow to populate, but coming along.
Are they still doing the studies like we did when I went with you?
They're doing a lot of different studies now.
Good deal.
You've got a lot of different agencies involved now. The state, you've got University of Florida, University of Georgia, Fish and Wildlife Office. Adam Kaiser's the sturgeon coordinator in our office.
We got to get them come on the show one day.
Better believe.
You need to bring them on. Tell them.
You got to call them.
Are you volunteering and still doing stuff? Oh, you can't stay away, can you?
Betcha.
I understand. It's so good seeing you, Frank.
Good seeing you,
All right, buddy.
Winston.
Don't eat too much fish.
I was up at the ponds yesterday.
Oh yeah?
Beautiful, 62 degrees. This is a Carter track. Flat, 6:30 in the morning, saw that sun come up. Never got a hit.
Oh,
It was
man.
enjoyable.
Hey, buddy, you had a good time.
You better believe it.
All right, Frank. Good deal. Tell folks, this is a great story. This young man here, look at him. So, what's the family connection?
He's my grandson, and you taught all 3 of my children.
Yes.
And he's my oldest daughter's middle child.
All right. He's going to be a fisherman. That's great.
Given a bigger responsibility for most all of us to be better conservationists at the same time. Because we can catch a lot of 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 pound fish that we've never ever been able to catch in our life. My biggest fish is only 13-1, and that was quite a while ago. And I've been trying to beat that for a long, long time. I go fishing right now in December, January, and February in Oklahoma, really knowing that if I find that fish, I'll catch him probably. If I find that fish, it'll beat that 13-1. And I may die not beating that 13-1, but I go and we got a lake right there close by my ranch. I caught 1187 out of it last year.
Now, for a young fisherman, they just heard you talking about a $100,000 boat, and it's being pulled by a $60,000, $70,000 truck. A piece of equipment on the boat, other than an electric trolling motor, I think you got to have that. Other than an electric trolling motor, what's the most important piece of electronics that they can start with and then start growing from there?
Well, you know, I think you definitely need a fish locator to start growing from there. You know, your most important thing that you put on a boat if you want to bass fish is that trolling motor. I mean, there's no doubt about it, you know, and when I was a teenager, I started putting trolling motors on the front of aluminum boats. I hooked them up to 2 batteries to 24 volts and had super deals way back before they had 24 volt trolling motors. But you can buy a lot of locators. You can buy, and you know, the locators that we use on our boat now are $3,500 locators. They're expensive, but and we use more than one. You know, you easily put $10,000 or $12,000 worth of electronics on a boat just in your locators, not counting your trolling motors and hydro waves and turrets you put on there for your transducers and stuff. But you can get by. You can buy $100 locators right now that show you a lot. And it was a fish locator. It was in a box, and it was a little red deal went round and round, and you could tell how deep the water was. And I got a hold of one of those. They were probably 60 or 70 bucks. I don't know how much they were, but you had to save up to buy one, just like you had to save up to buy one of the locators nowadays. But when I got that little green box and I took that out on the lake, I went home and told my dad. I said, Dad, I'll catch every fish in the lake. I'll catch every fish in the lake. I can go out there and idle around and know where it drops off. I can see some extra stuff down there and know that there's something on the bottom. I can drop a bait down there and say, well, that's a brush pile. They show up a little red blip on there. If I'm in 20 foot of water and there's a fish 15, I see that little red blip. And I said, I'll catch every fish in the lake. And he said, no, you won't. And I didn't.
Wow, down to serious business now. Look here, folks. Well, look at here. How you doing?
How are you?
How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Some of the old motor boys up here. How y'all doing? Yeah, a little bit, yeah. I'm going to drop it. You see, I'm trying to fill up.
Deer loaves?
What is that now?
Some deer loaves?
Yeah, let me have one.
Yes, sir.
Okay. More sausage. Oh, look at here, look at here. That's my buddy here. That's good, that's plenty, that's plenty. Look at here. I'm getting too much on my plate. Hey, how you doing, man?
Fish, doing great.
Yes, sir. Fried fish. And a little bit of alligator. Yeah. Just a little bit now. Just a couple of pieces. I don't want to start biting people. All right. All right. Here we come. All kind. This is cool. I just build those over there. How's it going, Bill?
Hey, Gator.
They got you working.
Yes, sir.
I'm afraid my plate's gonna break. Look at here. This is a big family reunion. There's a lot of people put this on. I'm gonna go eat somewhere. Hey, Bill Shields.
Hey, buddy.
I'm so glad you got out of jail to come to this.
I know it, man. I tell you what, just got out.
Where y'all eating?
I appreciate you paying my bill for me.
Dennis was here just a second ago.
I know, I'm looking for it.
Give him some good stuff, will you?
All right, look at here. Look at this cap right here. Look at there.
Panhandle Outdoors. Watch it every morning. Make sure Winston's up.
Well, thank you, sir. All right. Okay, so I'll wrap it up. The line's going on down, but I want you to look at this massive number of folks eating here. It goes way on down there. That's the dessert line over there. I'll probably need to get that way. Wow. There's another road way back over there. Hats off to Highland Park Baptist. Wow. There's the church and there's the steeple. We head over there in a minute. I've been looking for him, trying to hide because they're eating all the time. Every time we see Carl Andrews, look at that.
He's telling on me too. That's a food blessing. I seen you over there a while ago. Now the guy said he talked to you. He had one of your hats on.
Yeah. I sat with him because he had a hat on.
Yeah. I told him about that commercial. It come back on, I think, this morning.
Yeah. Don't let me catch you without your ball cap on.
When did you do them flounders?
I'm sorry.
Posted a classified ad in Tallahassee in 1968. But it is
more people to come in. Hopefully they'll make it. I want to thank all the volunteers. We made a few of us stand up here, but there's probably close to 150 men that actually helped to put all of this on. And I want to thank every one of them. How about standing up, guys? All you volunteers, all the volunteers that helped.
Well, this is a pretty short boat. I might fall off of this thing before it's out. If I fall off, I hope I fall up here in the shallow water instead of out here in the deep water. Because when you fall out of the boat, it's always good to fall in deep water because, you know, you're not apt to get hurt by a rock or something. This deep water right here is still a long fall, looks to me like. So, hey, it's so good to be here. I'll tell you what, it's an honor to be here. I was here, I guess, 4 or 5 years ago. How many of y'all were here when I was here at that time there? Very many? Golly, I'm so proud y'all came back. There's a lot of things you could be doing, a lot of places you could be, a lot of things you could be interested in tonight, but you chose to honor God by coming here. And that's what you do anytime you step inside of the church. You're honoring God. This is His building, and when you come and step inside this church with other believers, He'll honor you for that. I mean, he will. So expect a blessing. Expect a blessing because you got one coming. I'll promise you that. Let's talk just a little bit about fishing real quickly. Caught one the first cast. That's a Justin too. That's a good one. Thank you very much. That's my buddy out there. I wouldn't pull that away from anyone. But that's what pitching looks like. And pitching is just a matter of taking the bait, you don't wind it all the way in, and you just pitch it right out there where you think the fish is, or by a bush or the edge of a boat dock or something like that, you pitch it out there. Now this is the easiest technique in the world. Of course you can cast, underhanded or overhanded. That's what flipping is. You hear them talk about flipping? That's what they're doing right there. But pitching is, that's what pitching looks like. Now, learning how to pitch is the easiest thing in the world to learn how to do. It's easier than learning how to flip. Far easier than learning how to cast. This is easier than falling in love. That's how easy this is to learn how to do. This is simple. Only a couple things you need to remember in flipping or pitching. One is when you wind your bait in, this is really critical. When you wind your bait in, you want to bring your bait in somewhere between this first eye on your rod and your reel.
Listen, what another great night you've had for the men here at Highland Park.
Thank you, we appreciate that.
Well, I know you work hard on it year round and you got a good crew.
And I have a lot of men. There's about at least 120 volunteers that help make this possible. It's a privilege to have all the people here.
Well, on behalf of Panhandle Outdoors and all our viewers, thank you and all your crew.
Oh, thank you. We thank you for having promoted it for us.
Oh, you're welcome, buddy. Folks, you're not going to believe it. Hey, Tommy, tell them I won something.
Yes, sir. This time, we had somebody that we recognized that won one of our prizes, and Winston Chester came. He promoted the event for us, and then turned around and won one of our best prizes.
That just shows you if you do something
Anybody
good.
Can win.
That's right, man. Okay, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that. It was a great time. Let's go ahead and do our drawings real quick before we run out of time. Let's look at the $25 gift certificate to Los Angeles. First winner from Bonifay, Cherie Baxter. The second winner from Bonifay. Second winner, $20, Kyle Seaman from Lynn Haven. All right. The $20 gift certificate to I'm in a hurry this morning. Margie Gilmore from Highland Park. Tarpon Rock Seafood, and the big red snapper from Tarpon Rock Seafood is all the way from Freeport. Chad Pickens. Okay, Freeport, Highland Park, Lynn Haven, and Bonifay. I want to first of all, let's do the fishing report. I can sum it up in 2 words. It's October, and that's all you got to talk about. It's October. Folks, get out there. It's going to be great. All kind of fishing. It's going to be a great weekend. The weather's going to be good. Let me close out the week on a really good note. I was at the cookout the other night, and I walked in there, and I told you I was going to have 4 Los Angeles cars. Well, they lasted about 2 minutes. If someone came up to me and said, I'm a loyal viewer of Panhandle Outdoors, it was overwhelming at the number of people there that watch our show. I'm so thankful, and I feel very blessed. So we go in there. Jimmy Houston does a great job talking. It's so good to see so many men out there and talking to them and all about outdoors. Good thing. And to wrap the night up, I'm just basking in all these good things going on around us. So they started doing the drawings, and I've never won much. I like to give away. Obviously, I love giving away stuff, and it's a lot of fun. Blessed to give things away. Well, folks, I wouldn't pay much attention. They called out, all right, the winner of this is the Yeti Cooler, Winston Chester. Check it out, folks. Look what I won the other night. I came home, I was just grinning from side to side. Gail said, what in the world? I want to take a picture of this. I want to send it to the kids, because when you do a lot of good things, every now and then something good happens to you. So I won this big 65-quart Yeti cooler from the Wild Beast Feast, and that's why I'm telling y'all to all kind of good things can happen when you do stuff like that. So y'all try to plan some men's fellowship and all with outdoor stuff. It's good. I've run out of time. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Do something good for a fellow man, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.